Welcome in today's episode. It's yoga business owners are always trying to improve their skills so they can make more money. And today we're going to talk about, in today's episode, the different ways that you can improve your skills as a yoga business owner in order to make more money, to bring more dollars in. So, hey there, I'm Sarah Leonardo, yoga coach Sarah, and I'm a yoga business owner. I've been running my own online business for a few years now, invested thousands of dollars in investing into my own skills, improving them. And I've learned a lot of tips and tricks along the way to help make more money. So in this video, we're going to talk about different ways that you can improve your skills as a yoga business owner in order to make more money. So whether or not you're just starting out, or maybe you're in business for a while and you're looking for different ways to bring in more dollars, increase your revenues and cash flows, these tips will help make your yoga business maybe hopefully the next level. So why is it important, right? It's important to always think of, increasing the sustainability and longevity of your business. And money does that. Money enables you to do that. And so that's really important. And if money is uncomfortable with you because maybe of previous beliefs regarding it, I'm happy to do an extra episode on that. I actually love those kinds of topics. But as of right now, you need to have a positive belief in how money is a tool to help you run your business and to help you increase more impact, improve more lives. And it is a tool to help your business be sustainable and so that you can live a life where you can enjoy places like this and work in places like this if you want to. So what happens usually when you don't invest in improving your skills? So what happens is, and you can tell me in the chat, or maybe, send me a message if I'm right on the nose on this, is if you don't usually invest or improve your skills, you tend to just stay in this loop. You stay stuck. It's like, and you go into a mindset of what am I doing this wrong? I'm doing all this, I'm trying all these things, but I'm still at the same place. It's, it's already in the middle of, of the year, and I still haven't seen much. I haven't seen any needle moving things for my business. And what usually happens is you run a series of false beliefs and false fears, and you kind of just stay stuck there. You get afraid of what else to invest in, what else to do. Maybe I'm just going to look and see how much I can get things for free, and hopefully that turns into something. And usually that doesn't help you much. And I want to be upfront and tell you straight off the bat, if you have that type of mindset and you're coming off the energy of lack, okay? And so what I'm going to do in the end is, if you stay with me at the end of this training, and if you're watching this on a replay, I'm going to be able to give you the guide of what we talked about today so that you can increase your skills, know what skills to increase and improve on so that you can make more money in your business. So I'll be able to hand that over to you at the end of today's video training. So, and if in the replay, send a message out to us and type the invest in your skills guide. Okay. And we'll send it right over to you. So if you're like a lot of people are having, it's not just you, it's everybody. People are having problems with distractions, lack of focus, and maybe problems with having that shiny object syndrome. So what I want you to do right now is just stay focused on this training and give yourself this time so that you can really focus in on how to improve this one thing for your business. Okay, where you put your energy and attention in, that's where you'll start to see things grow. Okay, so when your energy is scattered and you lack focus, that will tell you where your where your money will lie, right? So I'm kind of alluding to some of the things I'm going to talk about in a little bit, is that command, make sure that you command, that your time is important. And so focus in on this training, and it's going to help you go a long way. And who am I to talk about this, right? I'm a yoga coach. I had over 14 years of direct client experience in mental health, and I help people, really in a professional way, even in in academic settings. And I really found healing and true healing through yoga when I started practicing it on my own and become certified with it. And I really wanted to spread this message of healing. And I've been a yoga coach for several years now, invested in myself in these skills to build online businesses for yoga business owners. And this is why I'm here. I want to continue to provide you the tools and the skills that you need to focus on, especially if you're starting out, or maybe you started and not really sure how to keep your revenue consistent, your client flow consistent. And that's what I'm here. That's what our company is here to help you. And welcome in. Hi, Deah, welcome in. Feel free to mute yourself. I'll continue with this part of the training through some of the content. I'll help reserve some of the Q&A at the end. So right now, I want you to maybe imagine where you want to be for your business right now. Is it which skills that maybe you need to focus on so that you can have the appropriate things in place where you're at in your business? Say 6 months from now, where do you want to be? Okay, what is it that you need to accomplish or have by 6 months? Is it, is it consistent clients? Do you want to, create a workshop or a course, something that will help you, put your energy into, and that will, something that you're really passionate about. And that's kind of where where you can tell some of your energy will go into. It's like, if you're passionate about something, if you're really excited about it, then I want you to follow that. Okay. And then gain how to do that, research what you want to do in that, and improve your skills in knowing how to do that. And one of them is starting with, is there someone that I already know is doing this? And how do I figure out how they've done that? So I'm going to go right into the content here. And so one of the things that yoga business owners are always looking for is improving their skills. So if you're starting out, I've always been told that in the first few years of starting out your business, the skills that you really need to hone in are sales and marketing, because that's what's going to keep your business afloat. So either look for training around, how to improve your marketing skills. How do you do that online? So maybe looking up online marketing, or, how to improve my skills in sales, right? So one way you can do that is you can focus in on maybe what you already started in your yoga business. So the things that help me is I've invested in people that, they're saying the problems that I'm experiencing. So if you're experiencing client flow problems, it's maybe important to do some ideal client work. Are you working with a specific clientele? And usually in the online world, this really helps you because you get to create all your content, your online content, and focus in on serving those specific ideal people. And what most people do is that maybe they start something and they start to bring in clients, and then they follow, like, okay, well, what are you learning from the clients that you're working with? Are they You know, are they liking this particular flow? Are they liking more of this meditation style? And is it something that I want to do? You know, if that particular part of the service, do you like doing that? Or you're just following it because you're following, you know, what brings in more money, right? It's just a lot of, there's a lot of thought that needs to go into that. And so we highly recommend that you stick with, you know, honing in and constantly doing your ideal client work. So that when you wake up every day, are you imagining where your client would be? What problems are they having? Are you talking to their problems? Okay. And consistently knowing how to adjust your messaging on that. And is it the services that you provide attracting those ideal clients? Okay, so one way you can kind of do this is sometimes people create workshops, online workshops, or even online seminars. You can do that, you know, by creating like maybe a 3-day, 5-day thing, and, you know, focusing on certain, you know, problems that your clients are having, or certain poses and flows that they like, and then, you know, and have fun with it. And have fun. How's it going, Deah? How you doing? Good, good. And so what will happen is these events will help you learn as you go into that, right? When you start to open yourself up to that, then you can learn new strategies and knowing how to connect with the people that you want to work with. Okay. And then sometimes it helps to connect with other yoga business owners to see like what they're doing, you know, either find one in your community or maybe in online groups, and really help you get inspired to moving your business forward. And to take advantage of kind of the networking opportunities at these events. And you just never know who you might meet in moving your business forward. And you want to be always prepared to also share your story, right? So in any online, or, you know, or even if you have a brick and mortar, people are always feel connected to you if they connect with you emotionally. So maybe having and crafting a story about yourself, why you got into the yoga business, why you're, you know, and they're going to be able to connect with your story in that way, because people honestly connect with emotion first, right? This is another strategy, is that especially online, if people connect with emotion first and then they back it up with logic, right? So and that's kind of how we do some of our strategies here, is that, you know, so in that way, if your content is mostly like pictures of other yoga people and not you, I would recommend putting more of you into your content. So that way they start connecting with you, either like your face or your story, because people connect with people. That's really why you have the continuous connection. It's like they want to buy you first before like your services, right? Does that make sense? And it's very much like that online, is that they want to connect with people. And so if you have like maybe logo facing type of content, highly recommend you putting, you know, more of a personal touch in, you know, your face, your stories, even like highlight your struggles and how you've overcome them. We call that the hero's journey. And so if you start to get your skills on improving your connection, maybe your copywriting, improving copywriting skills, improve your marketing skills, and then your sales strategy skills, which is, I think, more fun. We're going to make sales more fun. So again, and then one last thing is to keep an open mind about how you can learn from other industries. So for me, I didn't stay within yoga industries. I went like more and started to get more skills from other industries. So that's why I went to the coaching. And I said, I really want to incorporate the coaching in the yoga world. And that's where I'm able to increase my marketing skills, my online skills, my sales call skills. And it opens my mind up to how to have a different mindset around my business and connecting with people who also think differently from me. So that is kind of the big portion of today's training. And I'm going to open it up to some Q&A. So I'm glad to have you here, Deah. Let me know if you have any questions or have anything you want to share.
Oh, I have questions. Oh, well, I don't know if it's the right time to talk about that, but sales is something I'm struggling with.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you first for coming, and you know, and I'm glad so happy to have you on today. So tell me about like your experience with sales and like how you've incorporated or how, tell me about your relationship with it. What's happened so far?
Okay. So I noticed at first, each time I work with it, also see it as like an opportunity to learn from what didn't work. So energetically, I would be really excited because I have put together um, a program coming up it's a holistic lymphatic cleanse include, because I'm also a clinical herbalist and coach and massage therapist. So with all of those together, it's this lymphatic cleanse. And I'm all excited and I'll be like, I got this. And it just is too much information. So it's like coming at them and they back up. So I've learned that approach doesn't work. That was one
Mm-hmm.
that hasn't worked.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm in, because I have a few calls to do today. And so what I'm looking at it, and so I'm trying to work at it like invitation or an offering or rather than sales. So I'm trying to put my mind around it. And like what you just said about fun, you said, I want sales to be fun. And that was just exactly what I wrote down. I'm like, oh, how can I make this fun and small and not so much information? Um, so that's been my experiences before now. So I'm just putting together, and that's why I guess I'm here today. I'm trying to put together how would that be? And I really need to get caught up more into being the yoga teacher or as the leader or guide or coach for my clients, and know that being of service to take them up to the next level to go deeper. Um, so I don't know. It's just a new way for them to be working with me rather than just coming to the class. So trying to support, not trying. I'm looking forward to supporting myself as well as I support them, and they have more transformation.
Amazing. Exactly. I love that. And I love this conversation. I'm also happy to do like even further training on sales. Like I love that. So with wrapping a different mindset around sales is, are you also doing, so one tip is like, are you doing objection handling, with your content? Meaning like objection handling is like, are you kind of, it's also one thing you can do as a strategy. It's like, you can list out objections that they could be having and then address that into your post. So what are kind of the most common objections that you get in your sales?
A lot of times they think they're fine because they like the yoga. They like it just the way it is. They like it how it's like. So they're like, I'm fine. I like it like this. And so that's kind of one of the objections. The others is like they don't have time or they're traveling because it's summertime.
Mm.
So I have that kind of built in that it's recorded. It's my first time to do recorded for them to have as a resource to go to.
Mm-hmm.
There's combination live and that. So when there's the objection is that they don't have time, I'm like, well, it's recorded.
Yeah.
And so that's one of them. And then the other thing is that their other objection would be not time, summertime. Um, Maybe they feel like it's not for them because the way I was describing it gets so deep and so much information, which I learned from. So now it's like more bite-sized, digestible, easy understanding.
Right, right. So I like what you said there. It's like keep it bite sized, right? And then a lot of the times when they're on those calls with you, is that, or either like when you have the sales conversation, it's through calls or messaging, or how are you having that conversation?
Well, it'd be old school phone
On the
calls.
phone. Okay.
Yeah, so I haven't done any marketing. I'm come from a place, and I'm not sure if this is recorded on thing, but I've come from a place where I've never had marketing. I've never had a brochure. I've never had a sign. I'm just recently getting my website. So it's all just been word of mouth and just years of just work. Like a lot of my students are from 2005 and they've been coming regularly, but it's like, let's have some transformation and go deeper
Mm.
with those people. So that's the place I'm coming from now with the way times are changing and really wanting to work. I want to work with people who want to go deeper, who want that transformation, who can see that all of these, just doing a yoga class and leaving is not going to add to your transformation. Just getting a massage and leaving is not going to, you'll feel better, but and it's good, great to add to your self-care, but it's not the picture. What we do consistently is what makes us who we are.
Mm-hmm.
And so I forgot your question, what you'd said.
Oh, I guess I was asking like the form of how
Oh, the
you,
form. Oh,
yeah,
yeah. So the form was like,
through calls,
yeah,
right?
so
Yeah.
I'm just new to the whole, like I've never really even posted on the Facebook, and like, it's like, I do have the people in front of me, and so right now my marketing strategy was just have them refer, ask a friend, and move into that. I haven't done any marketing like that, like you're talking, like formal marketing.
Yeah, yeah. What stuck out to me with what you're saying there is like you're saying they need this transformation. So now maybe the work is, are you talking to the right people that want that transformation?
Mhm. Right now, I'm
Or
just talking to the people that are in front of me, so I need to get clear on that.
Mhm.
Then down the way, I guess getting clear on when I put it out, that people that don't know me yet, because
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. That's good, right? Because now you're not trying to convince, like what you say, being like, here's why you should need it. Then
Mhm.
that energy is more balanced so that the people that you are talking to don't need to be convinced in that phone call. They're already coming to you and understanding that you can provide that transformation for them.
Well, and when I said that, maybe those aren't the right ways for me to use words. So these are been my students for a while, and based on what I've heard them saying, as far as energy, the achiness, fatigue, they're just wanting more energy, and so establishing that would be this lymphatic reset. So I have to lean in. They're really excited about it. I guess what's happening is like, yeah, I want to do that, but I haven't actually got the money in the bank. So that's where I have to like work. I'm used to them just coming in, putting the money in the box,
Mm.
so I'm growing up into this, um, right now.
Yeah, yeah. And then maybe you know, it's the messaging, right? It's like, maybe that's it too. It's like, but it sounds like you got this new thing, right? You got a new thing for them, but you have like your old students that are coming in, but you have this new thing that you want to offer them. Is that
Mhm.
right?
Yes, yes. So
Okay.
it's a being able to work with them on the coaching question and answer, so they don't just see me as the yoga teacher. We come into a class, leave. Of course, they
Mm-hmm.
love that, or coming in for a massage and leaving. It's actually bringing in, and as my herbalist, I have some products I've made to go along with this. There's some teas and oils, and it's the whole
Mm-hmm.
holistic package,
Mm-hmm.
a program. So they're used to either being just coming in for yoga and leaving, or being yoga and then massage and leaving. So yeah, the new thing is that it's actual class, some embodiment work, but then also having that vision of where they want to go, and then starting to establish, and then also having the group, where they're supporting each other, the sangha together in the
Yeah.
group, so
Yeah.
they have the support of each other as they go through it. Because sometimes just being themselves, or just me being there for them, this is giving them a chance to go through this
Mm-hmm.
community
Mm-hmm.
and something together. So that's, um, once it jumps on board, it's going to be, I can see it being fun. And it's just a matter of letting them know that this is a different way. It's just a different program than what they're used to.
Mm-hmm. So it
More,
really is the selling piece, right? Because right now they're not sold on it yet.
no.
So maybe what is it that you can do is to create an event or workshop and then to kind of begin to highlight the benefits of what this extra thing that you have now and see if, and then once they have their hands raised, they're more likely to convert on those calls.
Okay. So just do a workshop that's like a mini touching on the points of this.
Yeah, yeah. And then like, and how you start selling the other pieces that will help benefit them. That's another powerful way to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, and tell me what happens.
I will. I'll let you know. I
Yeah,
hope I didn't take too much time. It's just the sales. I mean, it's just rapid. I just looking at it differently, and like you said, that is the basis of your business. So I am pivoting the business and wanting to do more of a business that fulfills just me. I don't want to just talk about them. It is great for them, and they'll benefit,
right.
but it's also supporting me in a way that I want to grow with that. That it's not, and it's giving them the empowered choice to make some of these enrichments in their life besides just coming and leaving, because that's a disservice. For me, for my students and where I'm at in my business and growing.
Yeah, yeah. And then that's really good. I'm glad like you're kind of pivoting there and continue to like increase and see and then once you keep doing it, you just like learn from each time you do it and then just kind of tweak it from there.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that when they start to see that they're paying me different and it's a larger amount than those amounts, then it's starting
Right.
to train them to go to a deeper to a the next level.
Hmm.
So I can see the whole picture. It's just the small things that get me, and that's the like when you were saying the sales and the marketing. Not sure. So the workshop sounds like a great way to kind of cover those points, question and answer, and then have some maybe print out. Would that be like a PowerPoint of that, or just go over it like with a I don't know. I'll just have to get creative with that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And then first is like getting clear on like what the benefits that you can give them.
Hmm.
That's kind of the first thing for you. It's and then present in a way that like feel more authentic and energetically good for you, because that's how you show up, right? If you feel comfortable like just orating and talking about it versus like going through a PowerPoint, find what like works for you.
Right. And I don't even know if PowerPoint, I guess I was thinking if we seem really official here on this.
Yeah,
So for me, I'm going through this program anyway, and like same thing as for them, providing that facilitation for them. I'm recovering from an accident, some recent being laid up. And when you do that, your lymph system, your muscle, I mean, a lot of things start to
yeah,
go up. And so for anybody that's recovering from surgery, um, or just if they've had a cold or flu or virus or something laid up, just recovering from it. And sometimes just sitting around binge watching, it's just, I notice it. So I'm going through this regardless, and I can just record it down the way, but I would like to have some people along the way to have the feedback and see what their results would be. But, we're all going through this together. So what's authentic and integrity for me is that, um, I'm just living what I'm teaching. And this is what
yeah.
I've seen work for a lot of my clients, but I'm actually my biggest client right now. So it's what definitely win-win.
Yes,
I'm
yes, I
sold
love
on
it.
it. I'm sold on it. So all I could do is speak of it from maybe my, like you were saying, the personal story, bring in, this is, recovering from an accident, being laid up, and, maybe they've noticed that too if they've not been more sedentary or,
Exactly. And then when you start to do that, they also maybe will say, oh, I know someone who could benefit, and then word of mouth kind of thing.
Mhm.
So, and then just keep learning from each event and increase and learning from that.
Well, I have a private class tomorrow, and so I think maybe I might compromise it like the first 10 minutes and then maybe make an offer at the end or ask if there's any questions or like can cover some
Yeah.
points why I'm doing
Yeah.
it.
Why not? Try it and then, ask the permission and kind of like that's a good way to like ask permission. Is it okay if I kind of go over this with you, and you're welcome to come in and leave too. So that way they feel like they have a choice in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Well, it's a pleasure to connect with you today. I'll go ahead and close today's
Mhm.
um, training. And thank you so much, Deah, for, is that how you pronounce your name? I'm so sorry.
That's this one, Dia.
Deah.
Mhm.
Pleasure to have you, Deah. And we'll go ahead and close today's training. And usually I often end with just a tarot reading just to kind of get the energy and feel of, what you're welcome to stay in, Deah, and or you're welcome to also, um, step out. It's completely up to you. And so right now is Cancer season. I'm going to do this tarot reading. And I just really love that. Cancer season is really in your emotions and being, my Cancer is my sun sign is Cancer. So it's the tough exterior, but soft on the inside. And usually Cancers or Cancer season, you feel more into your feels, more in touch with your emotions, but really also to honor those emotions too, because emotions is another type of intelligence. And so I think the best thing you can do is just to honor them as well, and to not put so much too much emphasis on maybe just like logic and ideas. So intelligence, emotional intelligence is really something that I value as well. So what is the message for the collective? And I'm getting, oh, look at that. Two of Wands. I love the Two of Wands energy. Two of Wands energy is Wands. The Wands is connected with energy, and two being, making you have a decision. And what this guy here is kind of holding, you can see he's holding the world at his hands. And you can see he's kind of coming and making a decision from a very comfortable place. It looks like he's kind of from, he lives in like a really nice place. You see it over here. And he's looking over, there's some water there and some mountains up ahead. So it's kind of showing like he's trying to make a decision from a place of comfort, safety, and security. And he knows that he can take risks, and he's making that decision from the comfort of his home. But he sees the world as, there's adventure, there's a lot available to him. The world is his oyster, kind of energy. So that's my reading for today, is that, you're in this life, you're coming into, maybe you're making a decision for your business, maybe you're making a decision for your life, a major decision, and it's telling you that, the world is your oyster, and you can, there will be ups and downs, but the idea is for you to really learn and find out what's meant to be for your own journey, and for you to live that alone. So that is the reading for today. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you have any questions, if you're interested in the guide that I mentioned earlier, I will go ahead and send that over. Just type in guide for increasing and improving your skills, and I will reach out to you and see you next time. Take care.